Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle. It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia season 5 episode 9, like that. If you want to see my reaction video about the episode 8 that I just watched, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. Like always, into the eye I'm gonna put also the link for the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia in case you want to rewatch all of the episodes of My Hero Academia into the chronological order, and I'm gonna put some other links for other animes in case you can be interested by that. I'm less excited than during the intro of the previous episode. I think that you can see it if you were there. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, like, I didn't talk about it during the review of the previous episode because I was really more into the story, what happened with Todoroki, with Ida and all. But I want to be transparent with you during this intro because I think that it's still a funny thing to talk about. Like, during the previous episode, I was interrupted so many times because my television was not functioning, the cable, you know, I don't know what happened, and because of that, I had to really cut a lot. And still, I think that you're gonna have, you know, my Patreon, the full reaction part, with a lot of cuts that you're not gonna understand, like, I mean, a lot of cut of only 2 seconds, something like that, into it. And when I say a lot, maybe I'm exaggerating, and in fact it's only gonna be 5 cuts, something like that. But you know, when you're into a story, when you're into an episode, to have these cuts, like for you it's gonna be only 2 seconds of the episode, but me, in fact, it was the time for me to push break, you know, like to make a break, to see what was happening, to try to find another cable, to try to do stuff with my television. And in fact, like really, I think that during the episode, I was not interrupted a lot, but it cost me like 20 minutes. All of these moments together, and also I was disturbed a lot, in fact, during the previous episode. But thanks to how to edit a video, you're not gonna see it, and I hope that you're not gonna feel it too much, you know, during the episode with my reactions and all, because I was still involved into the story, what was happening, and I'm trying my best, you know, to not make you suffer that kind of stuff, that kind of technical stuff. But still, I want to talk about it during this intro because still, I think that you saw my excitement going like that during the episode because I was truly excited to be there with My Hero Academia, but all of these technical issues, like really at some point, they got on my nerves. And no matter what, I think that it's important to tell you what is happening truly, for you to understand also that we are really not robots. And like, you know, I'm warning you when I'm into a bad mood because I think that it can impact my way to watch something. And it's also my way to tell you that reactors, they are not robots, and for sure, if you're showing them the same exact episode on one day when they're okay, you know, normal mood, one day when they're into an happy mood, and one day when they're really into a bad mood, for sure they're not gonna react the same, even if it's the same story, the same emotions that they should feel. We're not robots, and for sure when I have technical issues, it can get on my nerves. Normally you didn't see it, you didn't feel it, but still, I wanted to talk about it as a little reminder of the fact that we're not robots, and to be totally honest and transparent with you, because, you know, like, now I think that it was fun. If it's happening again during this episode, I don't think that it's gonna be fun at all. Like, I'm not gonna appreciate that at all. We'll see. But yes, it happened. Just know that it happened. But still, I'm gonna put a full reaction part for the previous episode because with what happened with Todoroki, with Ida, that was so cool, that was so great, I think that I'm gonna want to keep everything for the Patreon version. You know that on Patreon, you have 4 episodes of advance, meaning 2 weeks of advance. You have extended reaction part, which are longer, with longer scenes. I'm not forced to cut into the scene and all. You have the full opacity. But also for some big episodes, sometimes I want to put the 4 action part, and I have the impression that for that narrative arc, you know, Class A against Class B, maybe I didn't put a lot of 4 action part. So I think also that the previous episode, Todoroki pushing his limits like that, Ida being so cool, like Deku said, by saving his friend, choosing to save his friend more than to have a villain, to have one of the other guys. It was so great that yes, I think that I'm gonna put the 4 action part for the previous episode. Oh, I didn't even make also a warning, like a warning. I didn't say something about my hair being like that. Maybe it's because of the fact that I want to be kawaii. Maybe it's because of the fact that they are dirty today. And it's really how I put my hair when they are dirty, and like really I had no time today to wash my hair. Like, I don't know for you girls, the ones of you who are girls, or the ones of you guys who have long hair, who are watching me, but me, it's taking me time each time, you know, with all of the masks, all of the things to put into it. Like really each time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need 1 hour. Like, it's less than 1 hour. But you know, just to take the time and to be sure that everything is gonna be okay and all, to dry them and all, 1 hour. So clearly I didn't have the time for that today. Like I said, last episode was nice for Todoroki to push his limits, to have that memory with Andover, who was pushing him to do so, but such in a wrong way, because he was a kid and he was just feeling weak and afraid. Right there, he remembered that moment, and now he's not a kid anymore like that. He's not weak, he's not afraid. So he managed to push his limits. So like I said, it was not like Andover helped him during that moment. It was the memory of how he was during that moment which helped him, because he knows that he's not like that anymore and that now he can do it. And it was remembering Deku's speech, you know, which helped him. And at the end, when he's thinking about who he wants to be, it's All Might, not Andover. I'm not saying that I don't see that Andover changed and that really it's great, I appreciate that. I'm just saying that for Todoroki to consider his father as an inspiration for him, it's gonna take more than for Andover to just say, hey, I changed, now I can be a good father, open your arms to me. No! To build a serious and good relationship with his son, it's gonna take time, it's gonna take real apologies, it's gonna take a lot of actions to prove that you changed, to prove that you're sincere. When you say that you want to be his dad and a good one, it's gonna take time and a lot more than just saying it. And Ida, I loved, yes, that he saved Todoroki like that. I don't like Ida who is blaming himself that much at the end, for sure. And during some occasions also, I don't like that this anime is really saying that much that these guys that are like their fathers, their brothers and stuff like that. No, like for Ida to each time talk about his quirk and him as a hero, as a comparison of what his brother was, it's not okay for me. I understand that it's a big and good source, you know, of inspiration for Ida, but Ida, he has to understand that he can be a hero just by himself and thanks to himself, and that it's so cool. I hope that at some point he's gonna get more independent, you know, from that source of inspiration that his brother is. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now, let's go for this episode. Remember, like I said, that if you want, you have my Patreon, 4 episodes of advance, full opacity, extended reaction part, sometimes 4 reaction part. If you want and if you can support me, it's appreciated. And if you can't, you know, you can support me right there on YouTube by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. And no matter what, you know, just by subscribing to my YouTube, my TikTok, my Twitch, you know, stuff like that, it's for free each time for you guys, but for me, you know, it's about the numbers for this platform. So if you can help with just 1 more number on all of these platforms, it can be really cool, really nice. Let's go for this episode 9 to see if Bakugo is gonna win against that girl who was recommended to enter into that school, but we don't know how, why, and we don't know what her quirk is. Let's discover that. And if it's gonna take time or not for Bakugo to win against her. For sure he's gonna win. It's not fair! Now that you say it, yes, maybe. Oh, you! I cannot wait for Deku to destroy you. He does. Do you have a special spot, you know, right there for Bakugo and Deku? Be honest. To be as good as he thinks that he is, you know, like, to measure to him. Don't talk to her like that, Bakugo, please. I'm gonna want for this girl, like, that we just met, to give you a lesson if you're continuing like that. Yeah? Just in case? Oh! He knows how to use them all, like Deku knows how to do it, but he's not respecting them. That's the difference. And that's why you can't be a good leader. You have to respect people. They found a way to trick you, to make so many noise that... You're the one who wanted with recommendation? Why do I find that disgusting? And how can you catch someone like that? Blue? Did she plan that? Huh? You're quick at feeling awkward by looking at you being in all of these pieces. Yeah. Not at all. You're gonna protect them all, Bakugo? He's doing boss, and so easily. You know that you can trust him for that. It's so great, you know that no matter what, someone is gonna have your back. What? That's a decision. It's not because of things happening during it. You just have to decide it. And why not? Little by little, it took time. 5 seasons that we are on to change, to evolve. That's a good idea. But it means that it's gonna be a question of time and you're gonna have a draw at the end also? Okay, so we can have 3 of them thanks to you, maybe Jiro or whatever. Oh? Thank you! Bakugo, are you gonna say thank you to the guy? He doesn't have that time. You're accepting that? You told them that? You're accepting that, Bakugo, for people to save you? I'm amazed. I'm shocked. Two of them, you have two of them. Oof, directly to jail. Yes! He trusts them enough to do, you know, the job to help him and also to save him. Yes, you did. Oh, so cool! Deku? All Might? Tell him, Deku. You're acting like you don't care, but right now his heart is so warm. Bakugo's heart. He and his ego. Oh, don't apologize to him, please. You don't want to prove that Class B is as great as Class A and that everyone is so cruel. No. You want to win. You want to be the best. You also. Right now the same. At some point better.
じゃあ緑谷最優先で決定だね。何としてもまず緑谷をいただく。けどモノマンの力と合わせれば抑える。
Deku is gonna be afraid of you, of your quirk, you know. You're wrong. Targeting Deku like that, you're wrong. Maybe he already suspected that, Deku, that it would be your plan. And no matter what, he's gonna notice it. And him, as a leader, is so great because he knows how to use everyone's quirk. Because he studied them and all. The three of you together, you're cool. No. No. Why not? What is that plan? You know they're gonna target you. And it's because of that she's gonna be okay. May trust you for that. Bakugo is pushing you. The last match of that narrative arc also. The end. Bakugo. I had no doubt that Bakugo and his team would win their match. Just because Bakugo, even though into a team, he can't accept to lose, and it would have been so rough for him. And no matter what, with his character and the story, how it's written and all, I couldn't imagine that the guy could lose. Like, really, this one is so strong right now, and I almost said it during this episode. I have the impression that him and Deku, they are the best of their class right now. Even Todoroki is not that great right now because he still has to learn how to use both of his quirks. For now, Bakugo is that great, you know, that he can't lose a match like that. Like, I didn't imagine it, not even a second. But I'm so glad that this match turned out, you know, to be like that. Like, at the beginning, it was really just Bakugo saying me, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, and you're just gonna follow. And the fact that he was naming Jiro ears, like, really, it made me a little mad, and I even said maybe I'm gonna wish for the other team and that girl to teach you a lesson, so you're not gonna talk to girls like that, and you're gonna learn how it is to lose. But the fact that what we discovered after that is that he promised them that he would save them no matter what. That's already such a big evolution for Bakugo, because it means that his priorities during this combat, during this fight, it was not just to win. He learned that he has also to save. Save to win, win to save. And that lesson, that's it. He has it. It's not even a question for him anymore, and that's why he told them, he promised them that he would be there to save them no matter what. That it was already a big surprise. So after that, to have Bakugo accepting to be helped and to be saved, like, remember Bakugo into the previous seasons yelling, like really yelling at Deku, saying, I don't need your help, I can do that on my own, I can save myself and all. For Bakugo right there to accept to be saved, and that it's a part of the game, it's a part of the fight to accept to be saved by other people, it's not just a shock, a surprise, it's beyond that. I'm amazed by that change for Bakugo. It means so much that he understood that into fights is not only on his own, and that's why he needs to take care of other people, but the fact that he's not on his own, it means also that he can be helped and saved, and that it's okay to accept the help of other people, and it's gonna make you win even more. For Bakugo to accept all of that, impressive, amazing. I loved it so much. And I love that at the end, All Might is recognizing how great he was, Deku is recognizing how great he was, and they are telling him, and okay, he's acting like he doesn't care about it and all, but we know Bakugo. We know him. We know that inside he's really like, yep, I'm that great. And for sure he's taking it like, yep, I'm that great, like verbally he's saying it like, yes, I'm that great, that's really a surprise. But in fact, inside, it's such something, you know, that he's proud of, and for All Might, this hero that he admires and he wants to be as good as what he said right now, it's the fact that he wants to be better than him. But All Might telling him that, for sure, you know, the little kid that he was, who is still there inside of Bakugo right now, he loves it. And Deku, I think that he respects Deku now enough to appreciate also for Deku to tell him that. And I love that for Deku, the fact that Bakugo was that great, and these things that they said to each other, it's gonna push Deku to push his own limits and all. And I'm so glad also that Deku understood that they would target him. It was so obvious, like, that it would be their plan right there to target him because they know how great Deku is. But I think that they are making really a big mistake Like also our guys are making a big mistake by underestimating themselves like that. Like really, these three together, I think that they can be the reason why, in fact, we're gonna win that match. And not Deku. Deku is gonna be one of the reasons because he's gonna maintain the pressure, you know, he's gonna be sure that everyone is gonna be under pressure and everyone is gonna be occupied with him. But because of that, all three guys, they're gonna manage to win. In fact, I hope that I'm gonna be right because I think that for them it would be great also to understand that they're that great, these three together. But at the same time, you know, for Shinso, I want him to join Class A. I really think that he would be so cool into Class A. But again, if it means that one of our guys is gonna get expelled or is gonna get moved to Class B, I don't want that. So I just want for Shinso to be recognized as, you know, like, he's so great, he's so cool and all, and I love so much his background that I want that for him. We'll see how it's gonna end for Shinso. But I really hope that we're gonna win that fight. 4 or 3 guys, not just for Deku, you know. We'll see, and we're gonna see that on another day, on another session I've been watching, because it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Hey.